the labor verification certification or labor certification will not work, and you will not get H1B. So that's an important point. So my opinion is probably we should try going to the bigger cities. I had applied in several smaller cities, companies in smaller cities, but I got some interviews, but they did not eventually hire, because in those smaller cities they usually don't hire international students. So probably try bigger cities and bigger companies. Probably.
I just mentioned one more thing. Always in a phone interview or any other sort of communication, they always ask whether you will need sponsorship.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to obviously ask in every interview.
So how to like answer that question? Like if you say yes, I'll definitely need. That is the truth, but
yeah,
is it a wise idea to say that no? Probably first 27 months or 30 months I can work without something like that. So
yeah, you should always say. I used to say that yes, I can work without sponsorship or without visa restriction for 29 months, but after that I will need work permit, and company need to sponsor. And sometimes some company ask for how much it takes to sponsor H1B. It's about $2,000 or $3,000. You can say that. So they will be, oh, not too much. We're done with the interview. Any questions about the interview? Now I'm going to talk about LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, again, don't hate it, love it, and you're going to get a job. First of all, in LinkedIn there are several groups. So in LinkedIn, it's not like Facebook. So you just created your profile, then you connect with me, and you have. So I'm your first degree connection. All of my friends on LinkedIn, they're your second degree connection, and you can ask for connection or friendship with my friend. Then once you get friendship with them, there will be third degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree. So you should probably try to connect with more people. Then you can connect with higher level guys.
Actually, I found one very good way. You can look up for jobs and you can see who posted that job, and that will be a recruiting manager, and you can directly send the information.
Yeah, that's an interesting way. Other than that, if you don't have any good connections in the beginning, you can always try to get membership from several groups. For example, I'm a geotechnical engineer, so there are several geotechnical groups in LinkedIn, and I'm a member, and I can communicate with the member of that group, even if they are not my second degree connection or third degree connection. For second degree connection, probably you can send messages, but third degree you cannot send anything. So always at first try to be a member of certain group and try to discuss some of the interesting topic. Then some guy will follow and they will say, yes, this is an interesting guy and he's a very active guy, and probably you will need not to ask for a job, they will try to hire him. When you connect with several people, like what I used to have, in the beginning I hated it, so I did not have any friends. So when I started it, I tried to connect with my friend. Then one of my friends told me how to connect with more people. So I got the membership, then tried to connect with them. But when you send a friend request or a connection request with a person who you don't know, always try to write some message when you try to connect. There is a message box, and you could say, what I used to say is, it would be a great opportunity or honor for me to be connected with you, such a dynamic personality you.
And for Facebook?
So I used to do that, and as I told you, I got 4 offer letters within 2 weeks. In the first week, I was just sending connections. First day I sent 100 connections requests. Second day I sent another 100 connection. Third day another 100. This way thousands of connections requests within 1 week. And one of the main trick that I did is this is my LinkedIn profile.
ये क्या आपने?
I was working in the field. Here, one of the main important technique is, before you send any connections, here, engineer at RKNK, instead of writing this, you should, what I write, actively looking for an entry level or actively looking for civil engineering job. This is the most important thing before you do any connection request. So try to write here, instead of your title, you can say actively looking for this kind of job. And you can send, after doing that, I send like all the connection requests. And once they get the request, they can see my name, they can see my profile, and they can see I'm actively looking for job. So even you don't need to write anything personally. Hey, I'm looking for job and I have blah, blah, blah. So all of my interview, I did not write anything. I just sent the request and there is a write-up, I actively looking for job. And eventually after third day or fourth day, beginning of next week, I got several messages that they are trying to evaluate whether they need a guy or not. Then they said, yes, we need it. And they interviewed me in the second week and they offered the offer letter third week. So I would say probably you should always do this then and send the request. Now, Apu was saying, effective use of LinkedIn, I said that you should be member of different groups. Then you increase your connection. Then you can, this is an effective tool here, search button. Here there is several criteria. You can search for people, search for job, companies, groups, universities, article, inbox. So if you look for job, you can click job, then search without no word. Then there will be several filtering criteria here. Whether you're looking for job in US, then you can search for postal code, Baltimore, what are the openings. Same way, you can search for people. So, as I mentioned, I was sending several connection requests. I was searching here. You can put people, then search. Then you can filter here, United States. So all the results from United States. Then current company, you can search also by company. Then industry, and definitely in the industry, I used to put civil engineering. So whatever getting in the results, all those filtered results. Then also you can search. You obviously not going to communicate with the entry-level guy in the company. You are trying to communicate with the hiring manager or senior level guy. You can filter by experience. 1 or 2 year experience, 4 year, 6 year experience. Some profile would not filter 6 or more year experience because this is a free profile for LinkedIn. But if you buy for $29 Pro one, you can filter a lot of things. So in this way,
and can send messages anyhow.
in this way,
It's free for 1 month. So you can take that while you just searching.
so in this way, all the search results showing first degree connection, they are already my friend. They are already connected with me. So once you have the profile set up, your name and looking for job, you can search here and send connection request. And in the inbox, in the small box, you can write, it would be an honor for me to be connected with you. So I used to do that, and probably everybody likes oil, you know. So 2 of the guys sent me a reply, hey, very tricky something, good try. I accepted your offer, connection request. I mean, it worked. Then, obviously you can search for companies, then groups, universities, probably you will be able to figure out everything here. I just wanted to show you that yes, you can search here and find people and connect with them. Another effective way, as I was saying, that you should always look for jobs in bigger cities, because it's higher chance to get a job in bigger cities for international student. I don't see the option here, but there is an option. You can search by postal code or cities. You can put that in the option box, and you can search who are working on this area, and you can connect with them. And
Yeah, there is a location.
Only country.
add,
Washington DC.
You can just put
yeah.
okay.
And as I was saying, I'm getting some requests.
They copy the same message from you.
So here, how do I write message here? All messages 100. What is the new message? Oh, compass. So you see there is no attachment option here. So that's why I was saying you can always write up the, you can put the link for your resume and cover letter here and write the senior level managers or senior level professionals, and you can always request them whether they have opening or not.
But what do you write in a message?
We have several formats for that. Probably it's gonna be.
You can send
I can send if somebody needed it.
email it
To
to
her.
all
Yeah, those are tricky things, I would say. You need to write certain way so that he doesn't get offended. He knows, he feel that yes, he is a professional. You know, he knows how to write and how to put all the things together. What else? I don't think that I can explain more on LinkedIn. In the profile, probably it's like Facebook, so experience first, then everything gonna get oriented according to their criteria here.
Right, I want to see what is your resume experience?
What?
Experience.
With this is Amrita maybe.
Or you even put your scores.
Amrita maybe.
আমি আমি
ये कौन भी तरह की?
Amrita Mohan.
नाबिला चौधरी।
কোথায় ও
বলতে পারো যে না ছবিটা একটু দেখতে যাইতেছি আমার ব্যাচ
So I don't remember everything that I wanted to talk about LinkedIn. Probably, I mean, if anybody need any, you know,
I saw people
advice,
share their writing or something. Like, do you know how to do that?
writings.
Like if they share important
Articles,
topic,
yes.
articles.
Yeah, I mean, articles I don't know, but you can put your experience and publications probably, you know, publications.
Yeah, and
Then
one of
projects,
the
some
important,
projects.
another important thing is if you put your information in LinkedIn, then everybody has the option that connect with LinkedIn. Like when you
Yeah.
apply something, then if you connect with LinkedIn, then you don't need to fill up anything.
Yeah.
They'll automatically retrieve from the LinkedIn.
Like Indeed.com, there are so many websites for the job search, and in every website you have to create new profile.
Yeah.
So if you have LinkedIn, you just connect it, and they will take all information from LinkedIn. So it will be easier.
Did you ever use recommendation and endorsement in LinkedIn?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, endorsement is key.
Endorsement is necessary actually, especially for us. Yeah, especially for us, like engineering.
Yeah,
I don't know whether it's important or
Endorsement
not.
has seen like people can endorse you for different skills. Like
Yeah, suppose I don't know anything about you, but I can endorse you for everything you put up in there. So is it like really?
no, I think
No,
it's from both sides. Even if they do it, you have to accept it. So if you think that you don't know that skill, someone is just like sending you, endorsing you for that, then you just don't accept it.
No, there is no accepting or rejecting system for
There is
you
accepting
mean-
for endorsement.
Yeah,
I mean,
Not an endorsement.
Not the
It's
endorsement.
Probably yes.
recommendation.
I remember Probably you
For
don't have the
recommendation.
You can
rejection,
accept recommendation,
but you can always delete.
Yeah,
They're going
I
back
can
to the
always
profile.
delete, but there is no such process. I think that
No,
if you
endorsement, I
endorse
haven't
someone,
accepted
not
a few.
endorse, it's
Maybe there's some
recommendation. You
privacy-
can accept recommendation or you can
privacy
reject
option.
recommendation.
yeah,
It is
for
an option.
endorsement process, like I know C++, and someone
board,
endorsed me,
it's-
some friend endorsed me that he knows C++. There is no such thing about.
No, no,
If
there's,
you
there's
put
some
it in
privacy
your
option.
skill, then
You
you
just-
won't. Let's say there is some skill that you have not put, and then someone else is suggesting that this
Oh,
person knows
okay.
this skill. That way you'll get a request first. If you
Yeah.
accept it, only
Yeah.
it will come to your
Yeah.
profile. Otherwise, it won't.
It's kind of friend request. So if
Yeah.
you accept, then it will
So
be
if you
displayed,
think that there
otherwise
is
not.
a skill that you're not confident to tell, then you just don't accept that request.
And recommendation is totally different. You need to ask someone that write something about me, and he should be your manager or something, because not everyone. Like I cannot ask Pato that write something about me, because he don't know anything.
No, you can like you need recommendation on like category based. Like
Yeah.
you have some experience in some job, so you can ask recommendation for that job to that manager. Like for my academic section, like if I said that I do PhD in this place from this year to this year, so I cannot ask recommendation to my like
Yeah.
job manager to get me recommendation
Recommendation prayer.
on this experience. So they will give recommendation on certain experience.
Yeah, so they will ask that what is the relation.
Yeah.
Then they can.
And
write
then they
the
can,
recommendation.
from the recommendation, they can directly see your boss there, and they can directly communicate with him also.
Yeah.
Did you not try this recommendation?
Yeah, I have two recommendation in my
So you
profile.
had to ask them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost at the end of my presentation. And as I was saying, don't take LinkedIn lightly. Take it very seriously if you want to job. Create a complaint profile in the LinkedIn. And I already
Your profile is not completed yet. I see some.
Oh, it's-
is in what?
Your
always shows some-
profile is not completed yet.
Oh, okay. They're asking for school, primary school. I
Yeah, the last one is you have to share your profile in Facebook. I said what?
You already know this process, how to start.
Yeah. And I face another problem. When I ask send request to Siap, it's more than 1,000 connections, so I can't send.
What?
You have more than 1,000 connections,
In LinkedIn?
right?
Really?
In LinkedIn, LinkedIn now,
I didn't log in
like a
last
boss.
2-3 years.
So when I try to send request, so it just said me that it's more than 1,000 connections, so you can't.
So I'm done here. This is last slide. I would like to summarize that if you want a job, never give up, keep trying. Some of my friends gave up and they eventually went back to home or went for PhD or highest postdoc. But it's
Never give up. Or you will get Never give up.
last slide. So keep trying. And I was about to give up because when I was looking for a job, I had to write up my thesis and prepare for presentation. I mean, thesis defense and all those things. And I was summarizing one of the state-of-the-art report. And it's a bad thing because you need to read like thousands of papers, then write everything, some of the other thing. State-of-the-art report sucks. So that time I was looking for a job and I was pretty worried that whether I'm going to get one or not. Because I need to get married and don't have enough money and if I go for PhD, I need to break up my relation.
So you put everything in your resume and then
And cover letter. We are recruiter, dude, I'm getting married. Do something.
I mean, that's the reality. Then resume, keep improving, keep adding, keep changing, whether it's you like it or not, or you can always ask your friend to look at it and they can suggest you to improve it. And cover letter, always keep changing for different posts or different posting, different positions. LinkedIn, don't avoid it.
Love it.
Love
Love it.
Apply it.
But
Bye. then there is alumni. Alumni can help a lot. You should probably, every university they have alumni connection and they can help you a lot. In this job, the Baltimore job that I'm working, we have one guy who graduated from Ohio University. So I did not know him, but my boss, he hired me because he knew the guy and he was from Ohio University. Probably that's one of the reasons why I was hired here, because they know, and that's why they're trying to get people from that university. So alumni can help a lot. If I ask him before that, if I knew that there is a guy from Ohio University, I would even ask him first. Then it would be way more easier to get hired. So go through the career connection, alumni connection, and try to connect with those alumni. And those alumni always try to help the fellow.
Oh,
Did you call your advisor when you applied for a job?
Sorry?
When you applied for a job, like when you're getting the offer letter and stuff, did they ask your advisor about, any recommendation or,
Yeah, usually after the in-person interview, they will ask for reference. And yes, I gave them 3 references. And my boss called each of them.
Okay.
And they actually told me, yes, he is very interested and he's going to get the job.
So in resume, somebody said you have to put reference, and somebody
No.
said you said
You don't need to put reference.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
say
resume,
like,
no
on
reference,
request.
right?
And then I went to Harrison and they said you can take that out because it's understood that you will have to provide the reference, so there's no need to put like available upon request.
Yeah, you even don't need to write this.
Okay, what should be the standard size of the resume?
1 page.
1 page.
More than 1
Yeah,
page.
just
no.
1 page.
Okay. Another thing is that
If we were the only difference between most of you guys are PhD student, the only difference in a resume would be you're gonna have more than 1 pages probably, because if you apply for research level job, you will probably need to explain more and put more stuff. But for industrial job, you don't need to put more than 1 page. And if you put more than 1 page, they're not gonna get interested and they're not gonna read it.
for PhD, even for industrial job, I think you have to put more than 1 page.
No,
No, for industrial job,
just single
try
page.
not to put more than 1 page.
Why? If you want to go for R&D,
Yeah, that's a
what we
research
said.
research
We
level.
said
That's research,
level
so-
job and industry.
Then you need to provide your whole
why?
history.
If you go in Intel R&D, it's industrial.
That's still research level job.
It's not a
R&D in the research, so you have to
R&D
Maybe
is
he's
always
talking about
research.
industrial research.
research stuff.
Industrial
Yeah,
research.
even in the industrial
research
research.
level job is almost
If it is an industrial, research level posting, probably
Exactly.
you
It's
will
not
need.
directly connected to their regular task, operations.
Did you mention about your journals in the resume?
Yes, definitely.
So how did you mention about the journals? Like put the link or put the titles and the way we are, citing the papers. So how did you do
Yeah,
that?
I was about to say in other presentation, probably Amrita's presentation. I did not have enough time. I found out. You should. You are not probably following any citation style.
You already passed. Don't
So
say
I used to use citation APA citation style.
Yeah.
So always, all those industrial leader, hiring your senior manager or manager in your specific area, they know all about the citation style and everything.
But the problem is like each of them are like 3 lines or 4 lines. So if you have like 7 or
Probably
10
if you want to
publications,
put like within 1 page, probably you want to important publication or sometime important publication probably.
Or maybe the first author publication, or maybe only the invited talks. I mean, you will know eventually.
yes. So you don't put like all the publications. You don't have to let them know that you have a lot of papers and
No,
journals.
No,
in,
like,
in the industrial job, no.
But
The quantity
but if
doesn't
it's
matter.
it's lot, then you have to.
But
write
you
down
need
the
to
task
put
also.
something
Okay.
that is not all of your paper.
Yeah,
It's
because
a
if you have 15
showcase.
journal, like 6 of you have first author and all others second or third author, then
Uh-huh.
if you put all 15 in your resume, then the journal list will be 1 page. So
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes for faculty position they ask
yeah,
just for
faculty
journals,
position is
like
very
separate file for journals.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you didn't need to provide all your publications in separate file.
Okay, another question is,
Right.
you are explaining how to get the job. So what about the internships? Yeah, I think
It's the same. Internship is a job.
Same.
Same
Or
process.
there should be some different policy or systems or same policy, I think.
I don't think so.
I have one question. How to negotiate?
I was talking about prevailing wage. You should always ask for wage which is higher than the prevailing wage. For H1B, for the work permit, before applying for work permit, you need to apply for labor certification. For the labor certification, they will try to see if you are getting abused, low payment or something like that. So there are prevailing ways for all of the cities, different cities. You need to check, probably it's easy to check, and you can always ask more than that. And
another thing is like for computer or other, so there are some Glassdoor website.
Yeah.
So they have some salary range, like
even
You can
they have
go to
based on the
salary.com.
city, yeah.
Yeah.
Salary.com.
Yeah, so we are actually organizing a salary negotiation event next month, specifically for women in science and engineering.
So generally after like all interviews they ask for do you have any question to us? So what should be the question? So always the question comes to my mind is
As I was talking, as I was talking in the phone interview, they will ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And from my experience, when I came here for in-person interview, my boss took me from picked me up from the airport and went to lunch, and we were talking different thing, not related to engineering, not related to nothing, different stuff. How many brothers and sisters you have? What you used to do in your high school, all those things, and they will look how you eat. I have a problem if I eat. Some stuff gets stuck in between the teeth. So I was eating, and after that I was, cleaning everything, and eventually found something. So then after eating, we went to in the office. Then there were like 4 or 5 senior engineers. I was in the middle of them, and they did not ask any single question in the interview. They are saying, well, you can say this is going to be your office, and do you have any question? I was asking questions for 1 hour. What I used to ask